I did, this is just a little audible here, but I think it goes hand in hand with the story.
Artificial intelligence.
This was in the additional story section, but lawfareblog.com, it's like a lawfare law sort of blog thing. Artificial intelligence and chemical and biological weapons. And we won't read the whole thing because it's pretty long, but let me just do a little bit here. Sometimes reality is a cold slap in the face. Consider as a particularly salient example a recently published article concerning the use of artificial intelligence in the creation of chemical and biological weapons. The original publication in Nature is behind a paywall, but this link is a copy to the full paper. Thanks, Lawfare blog. Anyone unfamiliar with recent innovations in the use of AI to model new drugs will be unpleasantly surprised. And it goes into the pharmaceutical industry and how they've used AI models to discover new drugs and new ways to use it. It's been so helpful and so great. And then it says here, given how AI systems work, the benefits in speed and accuracy are significant. As one study put it, the vast chemical space comprising a certain amount of molecules fosters the development of a large number of drug molecules. However, the lack of advanced technologies limits the drug development process, making it a time-consuming and expensive task, which can be addressed by using AI. AI can recognize, hit, and lead compounds and provide a quicker validation of the drug target and optimization of the drug structure design. Specifically, AI gives society a guide to quicker creation of newer, better pharmaceuticals. So, what's the problem? The problem is the double-edged sword. Yeah, you can do these things. You can create these newer drugs and better pharmaceuticals, but at the same time, you can use it to create chemical weapons. And I just thought it was an interesting article to start shedding light on the possibility of AI being used nefariously like this, but the actual reality of it and how we might see chemical warfare, be peddled, not just peddled, but rolled out in a certain sense, and how it can all tie into AI legislation and access to AI and because the whole technocracy is predicated on people that are allegedly smart enough to be sitting, behind the wheel on certain things.
Right.
And when
people
it comes
who are better than you.
Right. Better educate, whatever it might be, the proper education. So in that regard, it's just interesting to see that you can totally make a new type of terrorist, an AI terrorist, because they can manufacture chemicals or biological weapons. And my thing is,
all it would take is a cyber pandemic for a hacker to break into the pharma lab, take control of the AI medicine making unit and make Ebola or something.
Right. Yeah. So, and then you can keep it anonymous to a sense to keep that fear going. You didn't even have to pin it to an individual. It could be a hacker
blame
group
it on the robots
or Russia,
Russians, Russian hackers, of
Russian
course.
hackers, yeah. So I don't know. I think it all ties together with the deep fake and all that stuff. So
it'd be interesting to get a list or something. Just know where these things are happening, like an actual lab. What lab is using this?
Yeah.
Because I would be curious to see what kind of, pandemics or whatever begin around these sorts of labs.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
much how Wuhan was like the geographical location of the start of the spread was essential.
Yeah.
In finding, how it happened, how it came about.
Yeah. Good point.